Just when it seemed that tensions between Kendrick Lamar and Drake had calmed, Atlanta showed that the rivalry is far from finished. The Grand National Tour is not merely a celebration of Kendrick's Grammy-winning album GNX or SZA's reimagined work. It's a battleground, a cultural courtroom where beats serve as the gavel and lyrics deliver the verdicts. On a humid Tuesday night at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 45,000 fans gathered for more than just a concert. They sought resolution, retaliation, and revelations. On the same night that Pearl Jam performed nearby, the traffic in Atlanta's Midtown felt like a live metaphor for the clash of different eras, genres, and philosophies. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. Amid the pulsating bass and fervent street calls for salvation, one truth emerged. Kendrick Lamar is far from finished, and SZA continues to rise. The evening didn't kick off with a dazzling display. Following DJ Mustard's energetic opening, his role now more symbolic in Kendrick's lyrical rivalry with Drake, the stadium fell unexpectedly silent. For a lengthy 30 minutes, the speakers played smooth, slow jams from Anita Baker and Luther Vandross, harking back to the soft storm sound that inspired some of GNX's most reflective moments. But this calm was intentional. When Kendrick finally appeared, dramatically rising from the stage inside a black Buick GNX, it became clear that this was more than just a concert. It was a cinematic experience steeped in narrative and conflict. As Kendrick rapped the intro to Whacked-Out Murals, his car transformed from a mere prop into a time capsule, a ghost from another era, symbolizing his West Coast roots. A massive screen behind him showcased graffiti-inspired animations, turning the performance into a dynamic canvas that illustrated pain, resistance, and cultural reclamation. This was storytelling in motion, but it was not solely Kendrick's narrative. SZA's entrance felt like it came from an entirely different realm. While Kendrick represents cold ambition and concrete, SZA embodies dreamlike qualities and emotional openness. Her dancers, dressed as oversized insects and forest spirits, move through vibrant visuals during Garden, reflecting her earthy, mystical essence. A giant animatronic ant, named Anthony, of course, carried her across the stage, with vines creeping over orchestral risers. The moment was surreal. Just when it seemed it couldn't get any more fantastical, SZA donned butterfly wings and took flight during Nobody Gets Me, her voice piercing the air like a diary page torn out in front of thousands. As the set progressed, the emotional divide of the show began to blur. During The Weekend, the stage backdrop revealed glowing, flame-licked wood, a stark reminder of the California wildfires. This imagery was symbolic. Both artists have forged their careers amidst chaos, both personal and cultural. Even when they stood apart on stage, their stories intertwined like twin chapters of the same book. The central theme of the night revolved around conflict, particularly the renewed tension between Kendrick and Drake. During the breaks between performances, the screen displayed eerie snippets. Kendrick appeared to be in a deposition, responding to probing questions from off-screen voices. One voice asked, "Were those threats metaphorical?" To which Kendrick replied, "Take it how you want." This made it clear that this was more than just a show. It was about accountability. Another clip featured Kendrick being accused of seeking attention, a direct nod to Drake's previous criticisms. Even SZA joined in on the courtroom theatrics, correcting the mispronunciation of her name and dismissing the notion that her love life was merely artistic inspiration. Then came Not Like Us. The beat dropped, and the audience erupted with excitement. This moment was unmistakable. It was the victory lap Kendrick had hinted at but never openly acknowledged. He followed it up with Luther, his hit duet with SZA, showcasing their undeniable chemistry. However, amidst the cheers, an uncomfortable reality emerged. Many of Kendrick's references to Atlanta went over the crowd's heads. His verse discussing the city's cultural significance and calling out Drake as a culture vulture didn't resonate as intended. Perhaps it was too subtle, or maybe the audience just wanted to enjoy the music. In contrast, SZA had the advantage. Her performances were emotional, vibrant, and engaging, requiring no interpretation. She didn't rely on diss tracks or veiled insults. Her genuine vulnerability transformed the stadium into a haven. Songs like Kill Bill and Snooze had the audience swaying, crying, and holding on to each other. Kendrick's politically charged messages had made a stronger impact in previous venues like the Super Bowl, but in Atlanta, it was SZA who captured hearts while Kendrick aimed for the jugular. Yet, Kendrick had the final word, and perhaps that was all he needed. While SZA infused the night with warmth, memories, and joy, Kendrick brought strategy, purpose, and intensity. It may take two to challenge the industry's biggest name, but Kendrick ensured he left as the mastermind of the night's concluding moment. In this ongoing narrative, the battle is far from over. It's merely halftime once again. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.